Friends, let's see if you resemble this remark. You play Animal Crossing New Horizons. You hold on to everything that you're given to the point of obsession. Like, if this was real life, people would be watching you on TLC and say that perhaps that this is a hoarding situation. You have 3 sloppy beds, 4 of the same sweater, and at least 5 brine shrimp things, all for that slim possibility that you may one day need it for a future build on your island. Or maybe it was a gift for a villager that you never gave away, and that villager hasn't been on your island for months. But what if you didn't have access to your storage? What if you had to use what you had in your inventory or lose it? What if you had to make a fully decorated island in 30 days without your storage? I'm going to regret this, aren't I? So here's the nitty-gritty. I've never really devoted an island to the holidays before, and what better way to celebrate the holidays with using what you have and questioning your life choices for an entire month. For the next 30 days, I will be designing a festive island without any storage, no terraforming, no waterscaping, and no Nintendo Online. Time traveling is allowed without penalty, and turnips are the exception to the use it or lose it rule for dropped items. I know. Clearly, this is a unique, one-of-a-kind idea. No one has ever thought to do an island in 30 days, but the endgame objectives are pretty standard for such a challenge. My goal is to achieve a 5-star island that is fully decorated with 2 major festive builds. Every part of the island must be accessible to villagers either by incline or bridge, and I want one absolute bestie on the island and receive their photo. I do want to complete Harv's Island as well, but I'm considering that an extra win and not part of the actual endgame objective. And finally, my house doesn't have to be fully upgraded, but it does have to be fully decorated with the holidays in mind. That being said, we should probably get started. You would think with this being day 1 of the challenge that it would feel a little less stressful, but in actuality, I feel like day 1 defines the entirety of this challenge. We are going to pick out our map. We're going to see just how hard this is going to be, whether or not I pick an island that will help me reach my goals faster, or if I'm just, this is going to be a month of me questioning my life choices. I'm really excited though. I think this is going to be a really great challenge for me to do things completely outside of my comfort zone with Animal Crossing. And doing this, quite honestly, for the 200th time, it never gets old getting to pick something new and exciting. Right, we're going to choose my typical artsy name and my usual birthday. Right, we're going to make myself look sort of remotely presentable. I could, however, do the look of horror because this is probably going to be my face for the next 30 days with different colored eyes. And there we go. Perfect. Now, what's going to be different from my usual design choices, because if I'm going to do a holiday island, typically I would be doing it in the season that I am the most used to, which living in the Northern Hemisphere in Korea, I would have a winter December. But because I can't do anything easy or normal in this game at all whatsoever, we're going to actually do a Southern Hemisphere holiday island. I'm really excited for it, actually. I didn't realize how long it takes to actually pick something for the Southern Hemisphere. So let's try Oceania. Hopefully that's correct. I'm so sorry that I do not know my own geography on this bodacious blue marble. But okay, I picked the correct choice. Excellent. But so far it's sounding great. I'm kind of actually hoping it's a 1 in, a couple hundred chance in order to get my original 2020 island layout. I don't think it's going to happen, but I will consider it a blessed day if I can find my original 2020 layout for this specific challenge. But let's see, should I pick the island that's going to make it easier for me to have a no terraforming, no waterscaping island, or should I just make it very, very difficult for myself? Ooh, now this is an interesting layout. I'm instantly drawn to this because of the terraforming right here and right here. Oh, this is beautiful. I've never seen these layouts before. I really like these. It literally took me at least a minute to pick which island between these two, and I think I needed some extra support from my dear sweet husband. So we're going to pick this one. This one looks really fun. Although, but the airport that, okay, no, I can't be picky. Artsy, this is literally a 30-day island. Don't get attached. Don't get attached. Let's do it. But what's going to be really fun is the fact that we're going to be in December, but it's going to be summer, which I have never considered before. And you know what? To bring to a deserted island for 30 days, absolutely something to kill time. I'm so nervous. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have butterfruit, and oh my gosh, it's so green in December. This is wild. This is wild. I'm obsessed already. I'm so nervous. Wow, that is really green grass. Green grass in December couldn't be me. So who are our... Listen. Yellow Airport, Billy, Agnes. What a great start. I have no regrets at all whatsoever. I was kind of hoping for some stinkers to have like a frenemies to friends sort of situation, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I'm really excited. I've never had Billy as a starter before. I've had Agnes before and she was great. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. So we have Agnes, we have Billy, and then there's me. We're going to start with the tutorial aspect of Animal Crossing New Horizons. So it's going to be a lot of gathering and planning out the island with where we're going to be putting these starters. I was figuring to give my villagers a lot more autonomy on this island challenge because playing hard mode and rags to riches, I am thinking about letting my starter villagers pick their plot instead of just, you know, doing a beach residence like a lot of designers do for Animal Crossing. We're going to collect our tent, we're going to put it somewhere unique and fun, and I make the mistake often to go run off and see, you know, what my flowers are, but let's grab the tent first, and then we'll see what this layout looks like. This map is so cool. I've always loved the maps that have terraforming right up front. I think that's going to make a really cool design decision for this island in general. But wow, I can't see any flowers so far, so that's super fun. Wait, I can almost see it. I think I have roses, so that's going to be really fun as well. Wow, yep, nope, absolutely. It is Rose Island. Wow. This island is going to be so pretty for a no terraforming island. I'm excited. Where can I put my tent in the way that is going to be more useful to me? So remember when I said that I wasn't going to do beachfront property? Oh well. This will be fine. This will be just so swell. I do think it would be really cool to put Billy and Agnes where they want to be, because that's not terrible. Oh wait. Already my design choices are coming to haunt me. And oh wow, this is relatively close also. Is this thing off by 1? Oh, this is gonna be fun. You know what? No, let's risk it for the biscuit. Let's put them where they want to be. You know what, Billy? I'm going to trust your life choices. We're going to trust having your tent placed right here. I do have plans to have a bestie on this island. I do think that with 30-day challenges, we tend to avoid getting to know our villagers during the month that we have them, but I think it'd be really fun considering that it is the season for gratitude and friendship and family building, that at least one of these villagers is going to be my ride or die. Although I'm always partial to Agnes. And now we have Agnes placed, which is awesome. I gotta be honest, when we first got here, I was kind of worried that there was way too few of us, but if I get to live here with someone like you, I can totally rest easy. Honestly, I'm calling it now. If I can get Agnes's photo by the end of these 30 days, I'm going to consider that a total win. Now comes this serious business of collecting all of the resources we're going to need to survive, which means we're going to need some sticks in order to build a bonfire. We're going to collect some of the peaches in order to make some sort of questionable juice for the party tonight. I do not understand why they keep saying that it's going to be a teamwork effort, because we are truly the gophers of this challenge. So we're just going to say that it is the royal we that is doing all of the work. And we will collect the things that Tom wants us to collect. It really does occur to me that this is going to be my reality for the month. I only have 40 spaces to access really anything that I want for decorating, and I'm going to have to be very mindful of what I hold on to and what I get rid of over the course of this month. Will I regret this decision? Probably, but we have a bit of the resources that Tom asked us to collect, including things that we did not actually need. It is the summer in December for the Southern Hemisphere, which means that we're going to be getting some summer shells, which is awesome. I definitely want to figure out a way to incorporate a festive summer vibe. I have no idea how that's going to look, but I'm nervous and excited. So take all of my things, Tom. Let's start this party, please and thank you. And now comes the really exciting moment of basically making me an eldritch horror, a god on this island where I have no idea why my naming capabilities is going to make me at all a leader of epic proportions. But I do have a name already picked out, and I'm really excited to share it. We can't call this a deserted island anymore. I know exactly what to call this island. I was sort of leak centraling the project that I had a couple of months ago, and my friend Kirsten, also known as Oak, over on Twitch, suggested that I call it Bobble. I thought it was really cute because Bobble actually means like an ornament or a trinket, and I think that this is going to be perfect for a 30-day holiday island with, you know, putting emphasis on focusing on what you have, you know. Now, the other question is, did I spell it correctly? Did I spell it correctly? And thankfully, my spelling prowess continues to amaze and delight everybody. But here we go. Ready and go! Some beach swoville bell. So what happens if we had the same name idea as Timmy or Tommy? Could you imagine the response? I wonder if there is a response. If anyone has plans to reset their island, I want to hear if that actually does anything different. Overwhelmingly positive response, and we're gonna go with Bobble, which of course means that I am now leader of this ragtag group of anthropomorphic animals. I still don't understand how that makes me at all a leader, but we're just gonna roll with it. Yay, go me! Could I say a few words? A word or two. So then, without further ado, a toast to Bobble and the happiness of its residents. Absolutely. Cheers. So here is where we're going to move to real time in the game. We're going to take a short nap, have KK Slider visit us in a dream to talk about friendship and doing your own thing and being your own person, all that jazz. And then we will continue on with day one of this challenge. All right, so let's open up some of our items that we have. Ooh, these are cute. These are cute. I'm always very picky about my cot. I'm not a camo person, so if we end up with a camo cot, I'm going to be very sad. Not that it really matters because we're going to be getting rid of it, and oh my goodness, this game loves me. This is exactly the cot that I like. Now let's take a nap. This is where we're going to be woken up by Tom Nook, because clearly that nap was longer than an actual nap. I pretty much just slept the entire time. Imagine being able to sleep more than 6 hours. Could not be me, but I am just, wow. December. Summer in December. I can't get over that. That is going to be such an interesting design choice because I've never designed outside of a season, but I've also never really designed a seasonal holiday island before. Thankfully, we now have our Nook phone, which means we're going to unlock the Nook Miles rewards, so we'll be able to pay off Tom Nook this time around and move on to the next day. What's really interesting is that following the 2.0 update for this game in 2021, we have Island Life 101 available to us at reset. So even though I don't necessarily need it, it is really nice to have like those little snippets in the loading screen with various characters saying like, did you know? I just think that's a lot more pleasant, and if it's free of charge, like, why not? And now comes the itemized bill. I still can't get over the fact that we get on this vacation and we didn't pay for it beforehand. So I don't understand how that's at all business savvy, but since he is prepared for exactly this type of tricky situation, we're going to pay in this currency that he created, his lonesome, and pay off our house. So now comes the very delightful grind of collecting our Nook Miles. I will not bore you with collecting of the resources and unlocking all of the fun and new in-game stuff. So once I finish, we will progress the story by talking to Tom Nook, and hopefully, very quickly, since I've done this so many times, this won't take me hours. It won't take me hours, right? One of the easiest ways to get Nook Miles in order to pay off your loans is to really just change your passport. So I took a random picture by my tent. My comment is really just no storage, ... And I just thought it'd be hilarious to do something with the pockets because literally that is the only quote unquote storage that I will have is my pocket inventory. So here we are. Already we have Nook Miles unlocked. And now the grind of collecting resources begins. And Agnes, being the true queen that she is, gave me the DIY for my favorite item in the game, the leaf umbrella. I love this thing. I gift it to every single villager that ends up on my island, on every single island. Even if I don't like them, they get an umbrella. So I will be sure to start our friendship that way. And we're going to collect a lot more wheat, just clear out this entire area, which is rather enormous. And we have bells. Let's go. Now, another great way to get some Nook Miles is to get stung. So we found our first wasp. We have our first eye casualty. And we have another resource that we can sell. Again, I have to be very mindful of what I can hold on to, which is kind of a shame because I do want to collect the blue summer shells in as many as possible because I do want to figure out how to make a holiday island in December that's in the summer. So if you live in the Southern Hemisphere, friends, I would love to hear what is it that you do to celebrate the December holidays in the Southern Hemisphere. Give me build ideas, design choices with the limits that I have for a no terraforming, no waterscaping, no Nintendo Online, no custom codes with the exception of the flag that I would like to create myself. Just help an Artsy out. This is going to be, again, the royal we of an effort to create an island that is fully decorated in 30 days. Another quick and easy Nook Miles tip for the early game is just create a transparent, square. I won't be using it, obviously, because it's a custom code and I'm not putting down that as pathing. But there you go, transp. That's what we're calling this square in order to earn some Nook Miles. But I was thinking of using the deserted island flag as my flag, but making it a little bit more festive with adding a couple of ornaments around and making it look more Christmassy, although I do want to make sure to incorporate a few more holidays, even if I don't celebrate them. And here is the next Nook Miles reward of fainting. We love anaphylactic shock in this game. Let's do a quick check to see where we are at so far with our Nook Miles. We're doing pretty well, actually, all things considered. Yeah, we are almost halfway through. Not bad, not bad. I always forget to add a bulletin board post because that does add more Nook miles. So we're just going to add a little bit of a request for help. Yep. Nope, because I'm going to need all the help I can get for this challenge. We are officially halfway through earning the 5,000 Nook miles loan requirement, but I need to share something with you. This brings me so much anxiety because I am trying to save as many resources as possible in order to get the 3 plots down as quickly as possible. But thankfully, I was pretty good about collecting as much as I could. I can sell these and start making a lot of money. I already have, wow, I picked up over 300 weeds already, so that's going to bring me some substantial bells to get started with unlocking the Nook's Cranny. And I think we just need to progress the story in order to finish the 5,000 miles goal. Often the recycling box has some pretty cool items based on villagers leaving or just having put in there. I've seen quite a few awesome things from very expensive beds, and here we have a cardboard box, which is perfect. And that also, I think, unlocks a Nook miles. Does it not? Nope, it doesn't. Just kidding. I was incorrect. But if we sell it, I think that will be a Nook miles unlock, hopefully. 5,000 bells. We are rolling. We are rolling in the money. All right, now we've unlocked a couple more Nook miles. I think it's the greedy weeder. Wow, let's go. So I was right that if you sell recycled goods, you will get 300 Nook miles. So definitely check your recycling when you first arrive in the tent. Is there anything in here before we can check? And it also means that you get 50 bonus Nook miles. So please be sure to check that out as well. All right, is there anything from Nook Shopping that we can buy? A magazine, Miss Flamingo. I don't know what a Mrs. Flamingo is going to do for this island, but it's going to be my first decoration that I've purchased. And it also unlocks Nook miles, so that's great too. We're going to do the DIY workshop in order to get the tools that we need in order to catch bugs and fish for blathers. What are we able to craft so far though? Because if we're able to craft it, we are able to craft a net. Fantastic. We are able to craft a net, and it looks like a campfire. If we craft the campfire and place it down, I think that'll jumpstart even more Nook miles. We're going to put the campfire right here, turn it on. Eventually, I think I'm going to be putting the museum either in this like small little, I don't know, peninsula right over here, or maybe somewhere over here. But I think what I'm going to do so far, because this is a nice open area, we're going to place it right here. I don't really have much in the way of beach space, so this is how it's going to work so far. And oh, but look at that backdrop though. This is really lovely. This is a beautiful island. I honestly think that this layout is perhaps my favorite so far. We're going to be putting the creatures that I need for blathers right here. And I mean, we are placing it, we're not dropping it, so I'm saying it counts. I'm saying it counts. So with 150 Nook miles left to earn, we are just going to be grinding for some resources. We're going to collect as many as possible in order to prepare for the next few days. I need to be really mindful about how much I'm going to be hoarding because, again, up until I increase my storage space, I really only have 20 spaces to use. With that final tree chopping, we now have enough in order to pay off our house with just a little bit to spare. Let's go. We're telling Tom that we found Blathers a suitable spot to begin the museum. It's not going to be in its permanent place. I don't think that any of the buildings that we currently have are going to be in its permanent spot. That would be a really interesting challenge, is you leave the house where you place them down. But we are doing so well. We already have the Nook miles, Tom. I don't need help. Actually, bestie, here are my moving fees. Now, this is something that I've forgotten a couple of times, is I need to tell him that I want to have a new place, that I want to upgrade my tent to a house. And the one thing that I know that we give Tom Nook a whole ration of, you know, of SAS. But I do want to say that 0 interest for all of our loans is going to be pretty great. I don't plan on upgrading my entire house because I do love the house in its 3rd upgrade. The one that has the side room and the back room is probably my favorite upgrade of the entire house. So that's where I think we're going to be keeping it because it looks like the other villager homes. We're going to pick a pink roof. Honestly, the pink roof is really darling. I think with a summer holiday island, I want to be vibrant and colorful because, again, I have no idea how a toy day in the summer is going to look. So we're going to try to have a very natural but very colorful and vibrant island, I think. That's how we're going to go with this. But oh yeah, I'm going to need all the help that I can get with this challenge. I'm so nervous. But there we are. There we are. As far as starts go, I'm really pleased with this map and the villagers and what's to come for the early game grind. But tomorrow is a new day. With Blathers arriving to the island, my house being upgraded, and when that video is ready, it'll be available on screen right now.